super easy DIY that you can do for spring or Easter season. So I have this heart from the Dollar Tree. I had already like stained it before. I used it in a different project, but it comes a little lighter. But I'm just gonna give it a coat of orange paint. I got this paint from Dollar Tree. I'm just gonna give it one coat because I don't need like a full saturated covering of it. Just want to give it that orange color, and I think like the kind of a little bit of brown peeking through is super cute. You can also sand it down and give it a little more distressing. Once it was dry, I came in with these acrylic paint pens. I'm gonna come in with a white, and again, I'm just doing one coat. Again, you can go over it again, or you can just come in with some acrylic paint and a fine tip paintbrush and make these little circles. Or you don't have to make the circles. You can also do little black like ridges and stuff like that. You know how the carrots look when they have the ridges. That'd be cute too. But I did that. Once that dried, then I'm just gonna come in with some faux greenery and just pop that off the stem. And you can staple this down. I'm gonna glue mine down though. I'm just gonna do two. You can do it on both sides too, especially if you're gonna have this like double sided. You can do both sides of this so that you know whichever way you're looking at it from, you'll see the greenery and stuff like that, and the other side won't have that hole exposed. So you can finish this off with a cute little bow or something like that. But I'm just gonna do this tassel here and a wood bead, and that is it. So simple. I'm just gonna rest it in the little crack there, the little dip there in the top with some hot glue, and that is it. It's so easy, so simple. And this is cute for a tiered tray kind of decor piece. That's what I'm using mine for. But you can just use this as a sitter or a leaner on your shelf too for the holiday season. You can make. Let's make this super easy Highland Cow door hanger using items. Most of them are going to be from the Dollar Tree, but I did get this stencil from Hobby Lobby. But I got the wood round from Dollar Tree. You can get a bigger one from another craft store if you want, like Michael's or Hobby Lobby, someplace like that. I'm just going to take it, I'm going to paint it with some brown paint from Dollar Tree. This paint is like, it's kind of watery, so it acts kind of like a wood stain. You just give it one good coat, and then if you have like excess on there, you could just wipe it right off. It really doesn't stay. Once everything dried, then I came in with the stencil. Again, this is my first time using this kind of stencil. So it's a silk screen stencil. I brought it because of the little bow that the cow had with it, and then it had all the other little pieces to go around. But this is really great. I did, you don't do it like other stencils though, because I was worried about like it bleeding through. But I do, it's kind of like using your Cricut kind of, if that makes sense, but it has a silk screen, kind of like a silk screen press. But anyway, I took, and first I was dabbing, just a good drag through works better because you'll see that it did not come through all the way for the cow, but I had started just dragging it through for the floral type pieces, and that came through so perfectly, just one coat of the white chalk paint. But I did go in and correct the cow. I tried to relay it and do it, it did not work well. But once I figured it out, it did come out super nice. So if you are looking, I would suggest these because they're sticky on the back and they're super cool. But so you can see the flower. I put that on both sides. They didn't have two of those, so I just put one on one side, one on the other side. And then this is where the cow came, and he was missing all the parts because it didn't come all the way through. But I just went in, like I said, and just kind of, it was kind of dry almost, so I just went in with some brown paint to kind of loosen up that white paint and then mute it kind of still. Then I wiped it off with a paper towel, and then let that dry, and then I came back in with some more of the brown paint just to cover it back up so I can have like an even base. I could have just flipped it over and started brand new, but I wanted to keep going on this side. Plus, I love the way the flowers had came out, so I didn't want to mess that up. So I just did it the long way. It wasn't that bad to fix it, but if you need to fix it, that's like a way to do it. So once that was done, I did come in with some of that brown paint too and just kind of mute down the white. So I just took that brown paint and again, kind of like a stain, just wiped it over once everything was dry. So you wipe it over and it kind of just gives it that distress kind of look too to the white if you don't want that stark white, or you could just use a like a beige color paint or something like that too. But I like this look right here. So I came back in with the cow, and you can see some of the screen holes are kind of clogged. I noticed that's the parts that didn't really come through that well. But like I said, I gave it a good drag, and they came through fine. Some of the horns were just a little distressed, but that was okay. Thought that was super cute too. And you'll take this off too while it is wet, so you don't wait for it to dry or anything like that. You just remove it once you're done putting everything through, and you remove it. It's like silk screening a t-shirt or something like that, but super cute. Love the details in this. And then I went and put on the bow. I thought this was going to be my favorite part. I didn't love it. I did not love the bow that much. Maybe if I did it in a different color, maybe if I did it in the center, I don't know. I think I felt like too, because the way it overlays, it kind of clashes with the hair in the cow too. So it wasn't like particularly my favorite, but I covered it up with another bow. So it still had like that kind of red peep detail underneath. But then I covered it up with another bow that I made with some ribbon from Dollar Tree. But this is how it did come out. And you can see like the polka dots in it and stuff like that. I just feel like it's not enough detail to it. So these are the ribbons that I'm using from Dollar Tree. They have like the cute Valentine's ribbons, but the burlap is in my Dollar Tree is like in the floral type section. But I use some of the Valentine's ones with the burlap style ribbons, and I cut them in 3 different sizes. Not that big a difference in the sizes, but I just cut strips, and I'm just gonna make like a rough little bow for this, and then I'm gonna tie it off with twine once I was done cutting my 3 bows. So I made 2 for the top and 1 for over the hair, where the other bow that I put, I just scrunched everything together, and then I tied it off with some twine that I also got from Dollar Tree, tied it in a knot 2 times, and then cut those tails so it was part of the bow. And then that was really it for the bows. Real easy, real simple. But you can make like a real big poofy bow. You can get real creative with this. You can do it without the bows. If you don't want, you can put like a cute welcome sign or something. That was my original idea, but the space wasn't really there for the welcome sign, because the Dollar Tree wood round is a bit smaller. But I do love these, and they come in squares too. So then I played around with some florals. I was going to use the florals from the Dollar Tree because it kind of has like those spring yellows and stuff in it. But then I ended up using these that I got from Michael's. And you can get the discount and stuff at Michael's. I think it's, 40% off right now on the spring florals, and 80 or 90% off on the Christmas ones, which they had a lot too. So I just took a few pieces of those florals. You can staple these down, you can hot glue them down, whichever way best adheres to your material. But I just took some hot glue, and I put 2 on each side because you don't need it that full, because like I said, this round is smaller. And this is how it came out. I think it is so stinking cute. And like I said, you can customize this. Another easy one that you can do for spring or for Easter, these are going to be a little cardboard kind of paper piece too. I did all these cutouts for free. You just go online, you Google bunny cutout, and you can just get a whole bunch of different prints. So I did them in at each one I did it in a few different sizes. So for some future projects, so make sure you're following for that. But I took this piece of cardboard that I got from in a package that I had, and then I'm just going to trace out the bunny and then take off the top layer so that it has that corrugated cardboard look to it. I think those are super cute when you see those. Looks like that ridge metal when you get those, but it looks distressed. I'm gonna cover it with some white chalk paint, just 1 coat. You could leave it natural like that. Those are cute too, but because we're going to be using a burlap backdrop, I didn't want the brown on the brown, so I painted it white. I wasn't worried about like having full coverage. I just wanted it to stand out. This is how we did the picture frame. So it's just an arch picture frame from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to cover the back with some burlap fabric. So you're going to take that cardboard piece that's in the back, and then you can take some Mod Podge, or you can hot glue it down if you want, but I just took some Mod Podge and gave it a good coat of that, and then put down the burlap fabric. Once you get a good coat of the Mod Podge and you put down the fabric, make sure to put something heavy on top to just while it dries, but something that won't stick to it too at the same time. But I just put the glass back on top that was on the picture frame, but just something to keep it in place while it dries so everything sticks together. And then once it dries, you can go back in and you can cut off all of the excess that is around. But this is real easy and real simple. And this, I just feel like just the burlap along the black there, it just looks super cute by itself. So when you add something to it, it just adds like another little cute detail, but it just looks super cute by itself. I am gonna take some ribbon buff and I'm gonna put some gold ribbon buff around just to bring out the details in the arch frame. But you don't even have to do that part, or you could do it with like some brown paint, or you could sand it. You could do a lot of different things, but this is real easy and real simple to do. And then once that's done, like I said, I just came in and glued down the little cardboard bunny that we made. And another one, you could just leave it just simple like that, and it's cute and simple. But I added a little bow to the bunny. You can do it like on the ears, make it like a girl bunny or what have you and stuff. You could do it whichever way you like. And I did flatten at the bottom of the bunny too, just so it's set there nice. And then I'm just gonna take this half bead. You don't have to do that part either, but I'm gonna just glue that to the middle there. You could find a lot of things to put in the middle too if you want it, but that is how it came out. I think this is so cute, and this could be used all spring long, really. Another fun one you can do for spring or Easter season, this one is cute to do with the kids too. So you're gonna take some of those little pipe cleaners. I grabbed like a grayish kind of one and a brown one. Two wood beads. You can do these in different sizes. You can have a big one on the bottom and a smaller one on the top, but I just did mine in the same size. I got mine from Dollar Tree. And then you're just gonna you're gonna fold your pipe cleaner in half, push it through those beads, and then at the little bottom piece you're going to make little feet with those, and then for the top you're going to make little ears. This is so easy, so simple. You can twist the ears once you're done with them, or you can just poke them in once you bend them, if that makes sense. I did it twice so you can see. I glued the beads together. You don't really have to because they kind of stay in place, but just in case they move around, you can glue them together, and then you can reshape your ears, make sure they're the nice shape you want, and then fix everything too so that they can stand up. But these are super cute, super quick to make, and super fun. And you can make these in a bunch of different ways. You can make these too like different characters. It doesn't have to be a bunny. You can get really creative and do other things with these too, but this is just, I just wanted to show you a quick and simple fun one. So once you're done with that, then you can draw on a little face. You don't have to draw on a little face, but you can draw on a little face. I'm going to add a bow to mine too. You don't have to add the bow, but the bow makes it just a little cuter. So I did two different bows. I did one with the twine and the white ribbon, and then I did one with pink and white ribbon. But just make them not too big to overwhelm the little bunny. So I drew the face. If you draw the eyebrow straight across like that, he will look kind of serious. So if you don't want to look that serious, draw the eyebrows like in a downward little slope. But I drew the face on with my acrylic pens, but you just take a fine tip paintbrush and some acrylic paint, and you can make the little faces on yours. Or like I said, you don't have to make the faces, because with the ears you can kind of get the bunny gist, but I could think the face adds a little extra touch to it. And then I glued on the bows, one in the middle and one at the top for the girl bunny, like kind of like a bow, a hair bow for her. And this is how they came out. So quick, so simple.